How are you, Roch?
Just another slow day here at the ballpark, right? 5-6 player moves, that's all.
Not a lot to see here.
Nothing at all.
Roch, I mean, you're looking at what this team did right now. Santander, give us an update on that oblique.
Yeah, it's not good. He's done for the season, and we knew that last night when Brandon Hyde said that he removed Santander because he felt something in the oblique. I remember a long time ago, Brady Anderson had appendicitis, and it just went away on its own. He didn't have surgery, which never happens. Well, nobody's day-to-day with an oblique injury. If you injure your oblique, it's going to be a month or more. So we knew at that point he was done for the season. He was in pain, and it's something that he's been feeling it for a few days now. Took a swing last night and obviously aggravated it. So we knew he was going to be done, and it's really unfortunate because he was having this breakthrough-type season at the plate and in the field. He's become a very good right fielder. And, his season was cut short last year in September. He was shut down with a shoulder injury. Now this happens in early September. We're only 37 games in for him, and he's done. So it's just an unfortunate situation for him as he's trying to give them a full truncated season. It's unfortunate for the Orioles because they're still trying to be competitive and win games here. And he's arguably their best overall player. Now he's done. And again, we knew as soon as we saw oblique that this was not going to be good news for him.
It's easy to, I don't know if you can take his place, but you can fill his space. So who replaces Anthony Santander?
Yeah, it looks like DJ Stewart's going to get first crack at it. Remember, he was given a left field job here at the beginning of the year, and that didn't work out for him. Now he's going to get a lot of at-bats, a lot of starts as the right fielder. We'll see what he does with that. At this point, that weird slash line. He's 0 for 16, but he's got 9 walks, 10 strikeouts, and a hit by pitch. That's a weird one. So he's going to get a lot of starts in right field. Ryan Mountcastle will not be moving over there. He's the left fielder now. He could play a little bit of first base. I saw him taking ground balls there before BP yesterday. Mason Williams, as you said, he had his contract selected like a day after he was outrighted because nothing's permanent here. He could get some starts. The interesting dynamic, Cedric Mullins has been really, really good in center field. But if and when we see Austin Hayes come off the injured list, Cedric could get some starts in right field. Maybe Austin Hayes could shift over. The question is, are we going to see Austin Hayes? This fractured rib is healing slowly. Hyde said today he's hopeful that we'll see Hayes within the next few weeks. And I will remind you, we have about 3 weeks left in this season.
Yeah.
That's why I say if and when he comes back, that's an alternative there. I keep getting asked every day now about Yusniel Diaz. He's at the Bowie site, the alternate camp site. I don't want to say never, but you would think he'd be here by now if they were planning on bringing him up. What would be the holdup at this point? I know Michael Lai said over the winter they expected Diaz to make his major league debut over the summer, but that was before COVID. That was before a truncated season. Never say never, but right now I would think that if Yusniel Diaz is going to come up, we would see him by now instead of Mason Williams again, DJ Stewart, Cedric Mullins, infielders playing the outfield. It kind of makes you wonder about Diaz.
The Orioles claim right-handed pitcher CARSON FULMER from the Pittsburgh Pirates. Who exactly? Tell us all about CARSON FULMER.
Well, he's a former 8th overall pick in the 2015 draft out of Vanderbilt. So you can see why a team like the Orioles say, oh, he's available. Let's take a look at him. I mean, the Pirates had claimed him off waivers back on like August 24th, and then he didn't pitch for them. With the Tigers, he made 7 relief appearances. Clearly, this has not worked out for him. You don't make him the 8th overall pick and have him bounce around the waiver wire. 6-9 with a 6.57 ERA, 16.38 WHIP, and 51 career appearances. The question now, is he a starter? Is a reliever? I mean, his 7 appearances this year for the Tigers were out of the bullpen. Some parts of 4 seasons with the White Sox. At this point, you hate to say bust, but that's how it is when you're formerly the 8th overall pick. He is out of minor league option, so he's going to eventually report here after he goes through that intake process, and then we'll find out how the Orioles view him. But at this point, I know that they're very confident in what they have in place here with their instruction for pitchers, the analysis, the analytics, the data that's available, and I'm sure they want to get their hands on him, have Doug Brocail, have Darren Holmes, have Chris Holt, have them work with him and see if they can kind of figure out what's been going wrong for him and fix him. So he will, at some point, we'll see him in Baltimore in whatever role that is. It's a low-risk move right now. It's not much of a gamble to bring him in and experiment.
Now, Roch, you and I have this one thing in common. I don't know if it's just one thing, but we covered a team that we love. 25 years ago was 21-30. Give me a Roch Kubatko memory.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say our big guns is what we had in common. But yes, I was covering that game for the Baltimore Sun, part of their coverage. I was in the left field auxiliary box, which meant the second deck where only 5 home run balls have ever landed. So I was way out there, but I was supposed to do a sidebar, and I was told, hey, you need to get to the team store on Utah Street. They ran out of Cal Ripken commemorative baseballs. And yes, I was just the man to go after that big breaking story. So I walk out of there after getting whatever it is that I needed, and confetti was falling from the sky, and I realized the number had dropped and that it was 2130, and I was missing it because I was at the team store looking for commemorative baseball. So I rushed back to my seat. I vowed the next day, I said, I don't care if the team store is on fire. I'm going to be in my seat for 2131. And if you do remember that game, they did win 8-0. They hit 6 home runs. Cal, of course, hit 1. Brady hit 2. Scott Erickson to a 3-hit shutout. And I remember that, of course, because Scotty always hated me for some weird reason. I would say, hey, do you have a minute? And he'd go, not for you.
Not for
and
you.
walk right by me. But I am over it by now. But anyway, those are my lasting memories. I just was honored to be able to be there and take it all in.
While you were covering 2130, I was a young 24-year-old driving back home from Myrtle Beach, where I lived at the time, and getting ready to pay an ungodly amount of money. In fact, I'll be working till I'm 70 because of the money I paid for 2131.
You probably spent 2131. Right?
Roch Kubatko, thank you so very much, man.
Thank you.